my Gemini intuitors. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is your reading for the middle of December to the end of the month, December 15 through the 31st. And I just want to encourage you to also to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs or this is your sun sign. Watch your moon and rising sign as well, possibly your Venus. I've already pulled the cards from the Lenormand that set the stage for what this reading is about. And I will have to say, I feel like it's going to be kind of a smaller subset of people who it really resonates with. But of course, as always, I go with what Spirit shows me. And if this message is, not really resonating with you, then just jump on over to one of those other readings. But I do encourage you to maybe take a look at it, because there probably are some things in it that still may, you can pull and choose out from it what really is right for you at this time. So without any further ado, let's get right into it and see what we have. Okay, so here I have the little Lenormand cards that I pulled that give me kind of a setting that helps define what the rest of what the reading is about, and then when I'm pulling some tarot cards, it will we'll get some deeper insights into it. Now, this could be a situation that has to do with a relationship. That is possible, but because I have the fish in the middle, and the fish, pretty much its main meaning is money. It has to do with finances and money, so it does feel like money is at the center of the situation and the concern here. And the rest of the cards, they don't really give any other further specific context, whether it's about a job or work situation, but it does have to do, there's some interesting things that are going on here with the kind of the space that you're in. And very specifically, I'm going to jump here first, that the snake and the tower together actually talk about it being time to move on from something or someone. And so I feel like that whatever this situation is, and this could be different things for different people, because like I was saying, it does look like money is a concern here, but so it could be a relationship, it could be a relationship where money is really coming up in a central way in your relationship, and you're realizing that there's a lot of problems here. And the snake and the tower really talk about letting go of the past and moving on from a situation that's really become quite tiresome. And it is time to go your own way. And it really is about shedding an old skin. And some of the advice even here is about just taking some time to spend some time in solitude, and that you may feel lonely for a while, but some good can come out of it. So just one other little thing, like a possible meaning can also be that there is discretion will be required, especially if there's any kind of official matters that are coming up and are at play here. So if you do have any kind of paperwork or documents or resolutions or anything like that, just being very careful and having a lot of discretion in any kind of thing having to do with business or management and things like that. Now, the clouds and a clover, again, it's kind of a pretty negative. I can't even really put a positive spin on the clouds and the clover, because it really is talking about just a sense of being sad and of depression. And the clover is such a positive card. It's very difficult to ever find a card that you pair the clover with that gives it a positive spin. But here it is talking about that negative thinking blocks your happiness. Now, the fact that the clover is here does say that happiness is possible. So just really watch your thoughts, because it could be that with whatever's happening here, I do feel like that's going to be a big part of what's going on here, is that this situation where you're really needing just to move on is giving you thoughts and feelings and things that are blocking your happiness. So if you allow yourself to move on from the situation, that will clear up the clouds that are blocking your happiness, and you actually can be happy. The fish in the middle, again, I'm just going to say it really feels to me like it's talking about finances and things like that are a concern, kind of a central concern with this whole picture. Or it could be also that this whole, all of this emotional state, the need to move on, is affecting the finances in some way. So let's take a look at some more information that we might have about this. And I'm especially interested to see if other cards come up into play as far as other people. And wow, I have the Ace of Pentacles and I have Death, the transformation. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio here or an Earth sign because of the Ace of Pentacles. I'm actually wanting to lighten this up a bit more. We'll do something in between so you can see those the contrast between these cards makes it a little difficult to get a good, these are overexposed when I can see these darker cards better. So, so transformation, and again, the transformation, that is about the shedding of the skin. And that does promise you, with the Ace of Pentacles right next to it, is saying that you're definitely going to have a like a much better result if you go ahead and allow this to happen. Allow the transformation, shed the old skin, move on, and let it go. You know, if you have had something inside of you that was saying, you know, I really do have something I need to let go. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles really does understand her value and the value of herself. For some of you, you may be dealing with a soulmate situation. It could be a soulmate situation that you know, has had a time and a place and a reason, and it's been in your life for a specific reason, but it is time to let it go. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can be hard. You know, it's just a struggle, and I feel like there's the letting go. The Four of Pentacles is a card that talks about someone who's really holding on to something, and in this situation, it is better to let it go, because if we do let it go, you're going to open up and you know, have something new. This right now, the situation is clouding your happiness and holding you back from your happiness. And you know, it could also be that in the case of some of you, that this Six of Cups, this soulmate connection, and you know, or even just like thinking about the past and how the past made you happy, you know, that is something that may be coming in. It could be that your situation of whatever it is you're not letting go right now is blocking you off from having this come to you. This can be, you know, the clover, you know, the luck that then you know, the good things that come to you when you're able to let go of your negative thinking that is holding you on and holding you back from experiencing that. But I do feel like that there's going to be some of you who it is a person in your life that has served their purpose, and it is time for them to go. And that's where the transformation can take place. There's a marriage for some of you, you know, and if you're cross-watching, and maybe this is not you, but you're watching this for someone else, and you can see that it could be that they're in you know, a karmic, it's marriage. I feel like we definitely have a marriage here of someone who is you know, it's a soulmate, it's a karmic connection, and it is just time for them to move on. It could be somebody who's connected with a queen, you know, an earth sign, a feminine earth sign here, and they're holding on. They've been holding on real tight to it, but it is time for it to move on and to let go. And you know, going into the space of the Hermit. So that kind of goes over here with the Snake and the Tower, where you know, the advice is that you may have to be alone for a while, and you may have to go within. You might you know, this change right now is going to cause you to have to be a hermit for a bit. And as you go through that dark night of the soul is even, you know, really what we're talking about here. It's not easy. Letting go of things is something that, you know, the human nature really struggles to do. So let's just get another card here, over here with the Hermit and the Death card, and just see some more information about, some more insights for that. And I have the Ten of Pentacles. So it does seem to me, again, like I get kind of a confirmation here that this is a situation where money has been involved. We had the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is saying, you know, new good things will come through from this. And it could even, you know, lead to this long-term, what you really wanted in the Ten of Pentacles, in that overall success. But it could be for some people that this is part of what they're having to let go, and the transformation really can't take place unless they shed this old skin. They had the home, they had the family, they had the life, they had everything that they thought they wanted, but it actually isn't anymore. It's no longer for their highest and best good to stay in that situation, and whether it's you or whether it's someone else that you're dealing with. And Ten of Wands, yeah, it has been a burden. That Ten of Pentacles has been a burden for someone. They've been doing all the work here, but if they do let it go, the Six of Wands assures that there will be a success in the long run. And I do feel like that, you know, again, with the money situation, that's been a real concern here. And if there's been a marriage here, why someone's hung on and they've been holding on really tight to the money. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about the money and the legacy, and holding on tight to it because you know, they were afraid if they let it go that, you know, well, then what would they have? But the assurance is that the Ace of Pentacles, like a whole brand new beginning, a new beginning in, you know, whether it's finances and money or not. I feel like Ace of Pentacles really is kind of like the fish and clover card together. That's what this card is all about. This is about, you know, lucky beginnings and new money coming in. So there really is is no reason to be concerned here. The assurance is there that right now you're not happy because your emotions and your viewpoint is clouding your happiness from happening. You just have to let go. So thank you all for watching. If you have any questions and you would like to have some more clarity, and I'd be more than happy to pull a few cards if you leave a question in the comment section below. I also do private readings, so if you're interested in having a private reading from me, reach out for me, and I'll let you know the details. Or there's some more information about that below, and if you email me, then I'll get back with you on how to make that happen. And thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel with others. Thanks.